No, the Christianity is not. Christianity is dying. Okay, let me give you an example. In Britain, I can disrespect Jesus day and night. Nothing will happen to me. But if I burn a gay people's flag, what will happen to me? I'm right, thank you very much. You're right. Come to Algeria and try to do that. Saudi or Muslim country. You'll be finished, Baba. Before you're finished, you're finished. Because why? We love our religion. That doesn't mean we go to extremism.
UK law is not based on religion, though. So you could.
What I'm saying, Britain, by the way, when I criticize Britain, I'm not denying Britain that has a lot of good. You understand? Like, for example, I always say, the best country for the Muslims in the Western world, I believe is Britain. In that, because Allah teach me to be just, okay? So I'm not going to be rude, I'm not going to deny a country that been good to me as well. But we have to speak the truth. So Britain is still a country which is based upon Christianity. Okay, every country in the Western world, France, Britain, Germany, Holland. By the way, these countries came to Africa. France came to my country and forced Christianity on us. They start turning our mosques to churches, okay? And guess what? Go to France now. You can insult Jesus, our beloved Messiah. You can insult him. You can even draw him and urinate with iyadu billah. But how dare you if you urinate on a gay flag? So in Christianity against gay people. But Jesus was against LGBTQ. But guess what? In the Western world, LGBTQ, they are more honorable, more respected than our beloved, the best man that walked upon the face of the earth after the Prophet Mohammed and some other prophets. He's been disrespected. Come on, bro. That's why, you know.
What's wrong with the LGBTQ?
You should ask you should ask what is right with them first. What's wrong? If you don't know what's wrong, it's evil what they're doing. It's a sin. According to Islamic teaching, yes.
So is it a sin?
It's a major sin. That's what Allah called in the Quran, even the Bible. Yes, it's a major sin. And by the way, you know, subhanAllah, last year I spoke to this Catholic Christian. She left Catholicism and she was lesbian. So I was preaching to her. Then she said, you know, what you say makes sense, but I have something to ask. I'm thinking, okay. She said, what do you know about LGBTQ? I said, there's too many letters to think of. We have to break it one to one. Then I said to her, look, I'm not going to water down my religion because to please you. I said, in Islam, it's haram. It's forbidden. But that doesn't mean I should kill you or fight you. Understand? So I was speaking to her, breaking it down for her. Wallah, she became Muslim. I said to her, look, all of us have our desires. Islam,
so she can be a Muslim.
She became Muslim, yeah. No. We can say she can be.
I'm just asking.
She cannot be, it's haram. But what I'm saying, we have our own desires, yes? Yeah. Like, for example, I have desires to, I have desires to rob people. Okay? If you control it, Allah will reward you for it. So that's what I said to her. I said to her, don't sell your eternal paradise for the sake of desires for 40 years.
Two people having sex in a house, how is that harming anyone?
You see, this problem of misunderstanding what is a sin. You think a sin, if I'm doing a sin and I'm not harming no one, you are harming God's law. You are going against God's law. So basically, if I'm having intercourse with if someone having intercourse with his own mother in their own room, they're not harming no one, are they? So is it okay? What do you mean you don't know? You need to check yourself. No, but I can't be speaking to you. A'udhu billah.
He doesn't know. It's because that he knows you're right.
No. I don't know means no. Brother, you don't have to ask me. I mean, any human being with a sound reasoning, he knows. A child having intercourse, I don't want to use the term, because sometimes children watch our videos, having intercourse with their own mothers, that is evil. And you tell me you don't know if it's evil or not.
I don't know. I'm not that type of person. I don't know. I've never met those type of people.
No, I'm saying I'm not talking about meeting them or not.
It's not accepted.
The action is evil.
It's not like morally it's not accepted.
But it's evil, the action.
To me, evil is if you're harming someone, that's evil.
So if a man having intercourse with his own daughters, it's okay.
It depends.
Allahumma sallim. That's what.
I told you.
You need Islam. That's why you need Islam.
If that daughter
is a child,
then obviously it's evil, right? But if they're adult grown, she's 40 years old.
So as long as the adult is okay, basically.
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah.
You don't care?
No, I don't care. For me, evil is someone. If someone hating someone, that's evil, right? Intentionally. you find someone weak or something and you hurt them, that's evil to me.
But you need to check your morals compass. I mean, like you're all over the place. Are you a Christian? What belief do you have?
No, nothing. I don't believe in anything.
Ah, brother, you don't believe in nothing. That's why you're confused.
Confused?
Yeah.
Why do you think I'm confused?
Brother, anyone watching, a Christian or a Muslim or a Hindu or Sikh, they know you're confused.
Why do you think
Because anyone thinks it's okay, or he said, I don't know.
I didn't say it's okay.
Yeah,
I've never met them. So
if a man sleeping with his own mother, it's evil. Everyone agrees with this. If you say, yeah.
No, I never thought about it. Like you brought that question to my question.
Come on, Alhamdulillah. Anyway, so this beautiful creation came like randomly to you?
There's no destination. Yeah, it's random. Yeah.
It's random. So do you believe in a creator? So who created it?
It's random.
So you believe in a creator called random?
It's random. Yeah, randomness.
Yeah, you call random's creator. So logical, rational. Watch this. Logical, rational. Randomness is not is not being. Is an action based upon no choice. So how? So the action, even randomness, it needs a doer. How randomness is going to create something? Randomness does not exist independently. Randomness is an expression of an action that occurred without thinking. Yeah, from chaos. Yeah, yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Order. No, order. There's order. There's order.
There's order, but there's also chaos in order, right?
No, there is no chaos in order. No, there is order because there's a book. There's a book was written by Peter Atkins, who is an atheist, called The 7 Rules. Okay, he's an atheist. He's a British atheist. Okay, and that book that he has written, his followers from the atheists said to him, "You are supporting the theist by writing that book." And he was explaining, because he's a physicist, explain how everything is connected. There's order, everything, there's a pattern to follow. You understand? For example, regardless how many times I'm gonna throw this cup in the air, it will never touch a car. There's a pattern will follow. You understand? So there's order. Okay, so my point here is you believe in a creator called randomness. Do you know why I don't want to believe in a true creator? Because by believing in a true creator, you have to follow his commandments. So due to your desires and arrogance, you want to look for any excuse to reject the true creator, and you accept the most silly thing which you said, randomness create this universe.
Yeah, it's very rare. Life is by chance.
What is,
If you do some research,
so universe created by chance?
yeah, it's a chance. Yeah.
The defined chance?
Yeah, there's a lot of theory. Chance just happens randomly, right? From
But chance-
100, so from 100 you might have
Brother,
like
chance-
20%, 30%.
Chance is not entity.
Yeah.
Chance is not entity. How does it create?
From explosions.
So explosion of what?
If you study the stars and stuff, how they explode, what's going on inside them.
So what exploded?
Yeah. You go study, you'll find out, okay?
We're going what?
Yeah, you go study how stars, okay?
I know how it
explode, and then how the how chemicals interact with each other. What happens? Okay, how the soil is created or the water. Then you kind of get some sort of idea how the world is created.
You see why you're confusing between?
It's not like
I'm not asking you how. There's a difference between how and who. No, but I'm saying who.
It's not somebody sat there saying, okay, this is.
Listen carefully to my question. I didn't ask you how it's created. I say who. There's a difference between how and who.
It's random.
But it's created.
Yeah, it's randomness created.
So randomness created. Define randomness.
There's no
Step by
someone,
step.
okay,
Step by step. Step by step.
I told you what randomness is.
Step. What is randomness?
It's by chance, okay? But probability.
Baba, that's not definition of
Probability,
randomness.
yeah.
Random is by chance.
Probability, yeah.
So what's probability?
That from 100, there's a 30% chance.
So probability creates universe.
Can happen.
Probability is an expression. How is create universe?
Probability is an expression.
Is it, for example, if I tell you, for example, there's probability that if you
Probability
keep
is an expression, you know that.
you are given an expression of something that can occur. Brother, you know what he's saying basically? You see, if someone asks you who created, you know, someone is a concept.
If you put 4 different colors in your cup, you shake it.
No way.
Without looking, you take
Yeah.
out. There's a probability of one
basi-
coming out.
it's-
That's probability.
You know what you're
It's not
doing?
expression.
It's like someone said.
This
sorry,
is my
brother.
expression.
Listen carefully. You know what you're doing? It's like someone said to you, "Who created the universe?" You say 2 + 2 - 5 create the universe. That's what you're doing.
No. You say probability
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
expression. I'm like,
Brother,
probability is not expression.
probability is not an entity because, okay, can you create something if you don't have the ability? Does probability has ability or attribute of ability?
Listen, the creation, the universe happened because of
Alhamdulillah, Islam. No, you just agreed with me. In order to create something, you have the ability. Brother,
the life that we see is created by just over time. Okay.
Forget all of this. You said probability create the universe.
That's the plausible explanation for it.
You said probability.
There is not a plausible explanation how God created the universe.
Okay.
There is not. Just say, don't question it.
You should be more lenient. I think you should accept God created the universe.
How?
Do you know why? Because if you accept probability, which is
I want to accept.
Allow me to finish.
How God
If you allow me
created the universe.
allow me to finish first. I don't have to tell you nothing, because if your brain already have the capacity to accept probability create the universe, it is more so should have a capacity to accept God, who is possessed knowledge and the power and ability to create the universe. Because it's more logical for a being to have a power.
How did God
I have to let me
create
finish.
the universe?
Allow me to finish firstly. Allow me to finish. That's why you're confused between how and who. Okay? So if you already accept probability is a concept, correct? To go step by, does concept have ability? Attribute ability?
So if you smash
Brother,
a car,
no, I'm asking
there's
you.
a probability of it. I don't know how many percent.
But I did
it's
it.
gonna smash.
So
that's the probability.
he just,
Right? That's it.
Okay, so probability is not doer.
So if the galaxy
that's why I don't let them speak, because they will go off. I don't let you speak because they go off.
That's what
Again, that's probability. So probability is doer. So probability is not doer. So how you create the universe then?
So okay, how God created?
Give me that book. Give me what it's about.
How
Give me.
God created the universe.
Look, this book which is, I will give it to you inshallah, about atheism, okay? And you can read it inshallah. How Allah created the universe, Allah already explained to us in the Quran how He created the universe. Firstly, it's not about how, okay? It's about who I'm talking about. Because if you already, for example, if someone accepts this phone was created by a rock, then if I tell him this phone was created by a doctor who has the ability and the knowledge and the wisdom and everything, he should accept it more. Because a rock doesn't have ability, doesn't have a knowledge, which requires someone to create something. So therefore, firstly, you should ask me, who is God? Then I will answer to you, Allah describes Himself with absolute power, absolute knowledge, absolute wisdom, absolute perfection. So logic dictates when you look at His creation, you come to a conclusion, you can see the effect of God's attribute within His creation. Power. So tremendous creation. Look how big it is. You understand? Must be created by someone who is more powerful. Subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay? So that's what you should ask me, who is God? So if I say to you, God who created this universe, have ability, has power, has a knowledge, has a wisdom, because we can see this effect of this attribute within the creation. You have a nose next to your mouth. Why?
This is evolution.
No,
I agree. Yeah.
But I'm asking you what? Again, he doesn't ask the question. No. Why you have your nose? Why your nose not next to your anal?
God doesn't have anything.
Because before you smell food, look, brother, step by step. I know atheists, if you tell him what is your mother's name, he said, my father drives Mercedes. I'm not asking you what car. Yeah, let me tell you. Okay. That's why Allah said in the Quran. You know, I like your honesty now. You said you never thought about it. You know what Allah said in the Quran? وَفِي الْأَرْضِ آيَاتٌ لِلْمُوقِنِينَ وَفِي أَنفُسِكُمْ أَفَلَا تُبْصِرُونَ. Within the creation, there is a signs for God's existence, and it should be watched alone and within yourself. We have a nose next to our mouth. Before you eat, what you do? You smell food. You have eyebrows above your eyes. Why? Because the sweat contains a salt. If it keeps going to your eye, it will damage it. So protect it. You have a liquid in your eye.
That's evolution.
I'm not saying what caused it. Firstly, just look. Evolution cannot do it. Again, that evolution has a power. That evolution has a wisdom. That evolution has a knowledge. So forget that. That's what is a process you're talking about. Okay? So my point is, so it's not caused it. So again, my point again, look at yourself. You have a liquid in your ears, which is thicker. Stop anything going to your ears. The liquid that you have in your eyes, thinner. And if it goes in, it will come take it out. You have teeth in your mouth. Before you eat, what you do, you chew food. You have your eyes above. When you walk, you can see, and you walk forward. You have a joint on your elbows. You give and you take. Even within our body, where the heart is, and the lung, and the lung, and the kidney, everything is ordered and organized. It's impossible, illogical, irrational for that to come without any creator who possesses knowledge and the power and ability. Simple. Read that book, inshallah. What's your name?
Ash.
Ash. Your name Ash.
Ashkanash.
Ashkanash. Where are you from?
Iran.
Iran. Yeah, my best friend's from Iran, from Tehran. Yeah. I ask Allah to guide you to truth, Ash. Inshallah, read that book. It's a nice book, inshallah. Do you come here more often?
My second time.
Okay, inshallah. So that's why, inshallah, take care of yourself, and it was nice talking to you. All right, Ash. Anyway, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide him. But look at Allah give me my voice again. Allahu Akbar, subhanallah, you know. I was about to lose my voice. Christianity is dying. Churches are turning into swimming pools. Churches are turning into nightclubs. Yeah, churches are turning into nightclubs. Wallahi, churches are turning into hospitals. Subhanallah. But when Islam is spreading, Christian and Jewish people and atheists, they realize there's no salvation, there is no safety except by following Islam. Allahu Akbar. Alhamdulillah for Islam. Let's look for someone to accept Islam. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Are you Muslim?